He's doing it to me. Yeah, he knows it's going to happen. Oh, man, I got on my tailor-made suit, my shoes from Flag Brothers, my drapes. Yes.
Bob, we have actually taken your head off of the camera. Let me go ahead and adjust it.
Yep, for Cinema Ria Vieri New, where are you now, baby? Huh? Huh? Love it. There you go. I just love that kind of music. It makes you get up and changes your whole demeanor. Okay, so now we've had these lovely ladies waiting. We need to talk to them. And again, I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for all these emails. It was wonderful. I couldn't get through them the first time ever before the show started. I have one left to read. I'll do it during a commercial. Mary, my darling, don't speak to me in French, my darling.
Hi.
La mauvaise compagnon vous apporte dans la malchance.
Oh la la.
That's right. What's
Ça,
up,
c'est
babe?
fantastique.
Oh, what's up, sweetheart? Talk to me. Come on, Mary.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I haven't talked about the ceiling falling in, but I'm going to.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
that was,
well, that's
something.
exciting. So go ahead. What's up, kid?
Well, I had a question I was going to ask.
I have an answer.
Okay. I wanted to know if did you ever have an opportunity with the roles that you were given to have input into the background or the personality of the role you were playing, or was basically that information given to you?
Well, the first part of my career, let's say the first 30 years, maybe 33 years of my career, I wrote what was written. At the last 20 years of my career, is not kind of the continuity's wrong, but for 20 years, I created the shows that I did. Our company, the A. Shane Company, named after my son Shane, we produced our stuff, and the High Mountain Ranger, Coach of the Year, which was the highest rated show in 1980. I'm so proud of that because that was our first show, and on and on and on and on. Those were all created by us, and I was very pleased to have played those roles because it was television made for the family. You could watch it, no profanity, nothing ugly. It was all kind of healthy stuff, and if you didn't like it, you didn't watch it. And fortunately for us, you liked it because that's why it was so highly rated. And the reason I retired from that part of my career, Mary, was because been there, done that, and these guys that you negotiate with at the network get younger and younger, and you have to explain. And I thought, hey, the party's over, the lights have flickered and dimmed. Yeah. So, what do you want to know, sweet Mary?
Well, that was it.
All right, sweetheart.
I'll save my another question for later.
All right, listen. Merci beaucoup.
Oh, de rien, monsieur.
All right.
C'était un plaisir.
Ooh, yes. See, I didn't say what I was thinking. I cleaned it up. Now, let's go to the beautiful Sue, who has been waiting, and then John, and then Frank. And thanks for waiting, and we've got a couple lines open. Give them that number, please.
Telephone number is 800-336-2225.
And the reason I like that is because I run into people and go, hey, the line was busy. I said, well, it's not busy now, so don't complain when you run into me in the delicatessen where I eat all the time. So what's Sue from New Hampshire? Sue, darling. Where is Sue?
We should have Sue.
Why don't we have Sue?
Do we have Sue here?
Okay. You got Frank. Well, what's going on there? Sue, hang in. I don't know who's doing what back there. Frank, what's going on from New York?
Let me go over here to Frank.
There?
Yeah.
Hey, you there?
Yeah, Frank. We're having.
How are you, my friend?
Hey, we're having a little problem here in the engineering room. I'm good. How are you?
All right. You know what? You're from Chicago. I'm from New York, so I wanted to talk to you as a New Yorker. First of all, RG, nice guy, I'm sure, but he's creeping me out with stopping the video and looking at you. I'm worried about that.
Well, tell him, not me. He's a nice guy, and he's
Number two.
He's well intended.
I gotta say, I have actually stopped the videotape and paused it, just never on Bob.
That's all right. Keep going, Frank.
Number two, I love Desiree, and about a month ago I called and I did my Desiree impression. I do have a question, but I'd like to do Desiree again because she's my favorite.
All right. Wait a minute. Now, you're doing a rap on RG. Now you want to do Desiree?
I love Desiree. Who doesn't love Desiree?
Come ahead. Do your...
Yeah, and we're just riding RG.
No, come on. Do your Desiree. Come on, Frank. You know, she's married. You better
Yeah.
be careful.
You better
Yeah, if
shake-
I were you, I'd take that. And,
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I'd take that impersonation. You know.
All right, it's out of my repertoire.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you
Yeah.
go.
All right.
All right, here's my question for you.
All right. Well, let me tell you before I get to the question. My second favorite city is where you are. I love New York.
It's
Go
the
ahead.
greatest.
It's
the
a great
greatest city in the world.
My daughter went to Juilliard, so I used to go there more often than Norm, and it's wonderful.
Next time you come, myself, RG, and you we'll all hang out.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Wise guy.
All right, here's the question.
Yeah.
Would you have preferred to be a superstar, which you were back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s now, as compared to back then? In other words, when you were big back then, they didn't have the paparazzi. No one was following you. No one was, invading your property, taking photographs of you on vacation. Do you regret?
Frank, Bob is getting a rise out of this.
Go ahead, Frank. Let him finish.
I'm thinking you would have enjoyed this era more than the 60s, 70s, and 80s because this era, there's more coverage. But, maybe you would not have. You explain.
Well, let me explain. First of all, you are incorrect. The paparazzi was there. And one time there was a friend of mine, who was married to a guy, and it wasn't going really the way she wanted. And we had done a lot of acting together, and we became friends. And she said, "Hey, can you give me some advice?" And I said, "Sure." And we met, and as we're coming out of the restaurant, there's the guy with the camera, and I said, "No, please don't. This isn't what you think it is." I said, "Yes, it is. Yes, it is." And it only cost back in the day, now we're going way back, it only cost me $500. Because it was a short right hand at the chin. And as far as then, when we did a debut of Centennial back in the day, it got a 56% of the audience. There were only 3 stations. It was CBS, NBC, and ABC. And I laugh at these. Oh gosh, you know what the New Jersey got? That got 3.8. Huh? That was chump change. We got 30 million people, 35 million. And would I rather do it now than then? I love what I'm doing now, and I did it then. So, say la vie. And Frank, keep your chin down, your hands up, man.
I tell you,
All right, Bob. Thank you.
By the way, you mentioned that Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
I don't think that situation could hold a candle to Bob Conrad, to be perfectly honest.
Well, that's a different show for a different audience. Come on, man. That's like what I say. You go and it's like this guy we talked about earlier, Horn. Hey, if that's your thing, go for it. I'm not judgmental. I just can't. Sue, you're next, then John. I don't judge. I'm just totally non-judgmental.
Hey, it's the non-judgmental PM show with Bob Conrad. Telephone number is 800-336-2225.
Nice job.
Come to the Villaggio Inn and Spa and experience